Hello, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpiopriestess. If you would like a private reading, you can do that by visiting www.scorpiopriestess.com. If you would like to check out my intuitive tarot course, just hit the more button down below. It is a course for beginners. So we are going to do a all zodiac signs, you versus them. But first, I have two private messages pulled out for you. I have pulled out some energy just to save time. Be on the lookout for angel number 101, starting over. Intelligence, making a difference here, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from your failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand it's a process and a pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Some of you may have something that you're looking at as a failure, but understand that that's social norms. That's societal things that have been put on us to try to keep us in line, to make us be little worker bees for the man. The truth is, there is no failing or winning. There is just lessons. And when you step out of your ego and start looking at life from that perspective, you will start to take more chances and find more happiness than you could ever imagine. We've been made to fear failing, and it's something that happens to all of us, where we will be in a situation where we're so embarrassed that we have no other choice but to go through an ego death. Some of you may have been put in a situation where you're going through a big ego death and you're starting to understand that there is no such thing as failure. Not if you learn, not if you grow, not if you rise above the experience. Angel message here is patience. The angels remind you that in order to succeed, you must learn how to control your impatience and wait for the right time, for the right outcome. Some of you here need to cultivate patience. Understand that happiness and patience are not two things that we are naturally born with. We have to work on it. I work every day to be happy. I make choices and decisions every day for my happiness, to support my happiness. It just doesn't happen. Understanding divine timing is one of the biggest spiritual lessons all of us will have to learn at some point in our life. The connected energy between the two of you faded and goes from the past, destined to happen, divinely guided, past regrets, living in the past coming back, blessed connection. Some of you are involved with a person that they were fated to come into your life. It was divinely guided. You both feel that way. You're both living in the past, though, holding on to these past regrets, holding on to this heartache. Both of you met each other because you were meant to help each other heal from pain from the past. There's been upset, depression, and confusion. You're both in a position of not feeling the greatest. There could have been a very hurtful divorce. There could have been a very hurtful breakup. Both of you seem to be still in this Three of Swords place. You could be an air sign. They could be. Both of you are trying to move on, but clinging to the past, holding on to the past. I have a hard statistic for you. Only 10% of relationships make it after a breakup, because we get back together, we fall into the same patterns, we do the same things, and we are the same people. The only time a relationship can work after a breakup is if lessons are learned, we let go of the past, and we truly start over instead of holding each other accountable for something that happened 5 years ago. We must come to the present moment. So if you want a reconciliation that actually lasts and works, it's important for you to start doing the healing work so you can let go of the past. Now, you can't be the only one doing that. Some of you are involved with somebody who is recovering from a loss. They could have spiritual poverty. There's karmic lessons, forgiveness, a lot of positive change. I like the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I think some of you are coming out of a place of lack, coming out of a lack mindset where you feel like you don't have enough. You're starting to show gratitude for the things you do have. This person could be as well. Some of you had to claim bankruptcy. You're still holding the other one accountable for that. It happened several years ago. You're finally getting your credit back on track. This person may be as well. You could have lost your job because of this person. You may be recovering financially, spiritually, emotionally. Tell me about connecting energy, please. A renewal, a death of the old ways. Oh, exactly. That's exactly what I want to see. Clearing your head. They're clearing their head. You're both hopeful. You're both ready to be emotionally available, vulnerable. You're both ready to put in the energy and effort. Healthy relationships, again, don't just come. After the first year, when all that chemistry and excitement and fun wears off, we have to put in the effort. We don't stay together because of chemistry. We don't stay together because of love. We stay together because both parties work at being their best self for the other one, work at, building your life together. Some of you, there's a renewal of love coming in between the two of you. You're going to have another chance to get it right. It's divinely guided, but it will be up to both of you and your free will on whether or not it works and lasts. Moving over to your energy, taking a break, burned out, not ready to give, loneliness, isolation. Some of you have been single for a very long time. You've put dating on hold because perhaps you are, you have kids that are young or a career that you've been building. A lot of you have put love on hold because of whatever happened between you and this person. It's been a while now. You're starting to get lonely. You miss this person. They burned you out. Tell me about the collective's energy, please. Guys, if you've been spending too much time alone, maybe you should go out and get around other people over the weekend. Go have some appetizers. Go to the, Walmart. Walk around. Go do something to get around other energies. Yeah, a lot of you are living in the past. You're holding on to the past. Others, you've been dealing with things going on with your kids or court hearings, or you do not want to be in another connection. You're coming out here as this person and you are, divine counterparts. You don't want to be with anybody else but this person. Unfortunately, you can't dictate what they want or what they will do. You've been focusing on work. You're going through big, major completions. You could have gotten a new job. You have new money coming in. A lot of really good things coming up. You're matching in the energy with this person. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be fixed sign energy here as well. You may be traveling. You may be planning to travel. You have a lot of happy memories with them. You haven't been dating. You've been on your own. Now, some of you may actually meet somebody new. Those that are ready to do so. Those that are no longer waiting for this ghost to come back. There could be somebody that comes in that matches your fly completely. Like they will be your equal in every way. They will put in the same amount of effort as you. They will have the same, they may do something similar as you as far as your career. Some of you are, you're like police or paramedics or something like this. And this person that you're in separation with could be as well. But some of you here, guys, you're clinging on and Spirit's asking you to maybe loosen your grip a little bit. Learn these lessons that you were meant to learn. There's been guided mistakes because you needed to learn through them. You have the desire to manifest something big. You have the desire to manifest like you want financial freedom, it seems. It looks to me like you're hoping for a kind of life, like financial freedom, a happy relationship, healthy kids. Very, very good. You have your sights set on big things, and that's exactly what you should be doing. Think big right now. There could be some kind of wish come true. There may be a reconciliation where you both get it right this time. Moving on over here to your person's energy, they're disappointed. They've been a no-call, no-show, though. They've let you down a lot. They have some kind of surprise for you. They look at you as a gift. This person feels a lot of disappointment with the choices they've made. They canceled plans with you. They may have told you they wanted to meet for dinner since this separation, and then they suddenly ghosted and fell off. It's because they were afraid they weren't ready to come back yet. They were afraid that they weren't going to be able to fulfill you and your needs and desires. Yeah, there's been delays. They're holding off communicating. They want to communicate with you. But this person's been in an almost panic. They want to talk to you. They have something they want to say. They want to work on this connection, but they're afraid they're not ready. So they've been holding off on coming in. They have, why, please? Lack of energy right now. Something could have came up. Something may have transpired here. Their health may not be good. They could be just healing from an operation, an injury. They want to make sure that they are in a good place before they come in. They want to be emotionally available. This is somebody who is very aware of what they've done in the past, and they don't want to repeat a pattern. So good. I know a lot of you are getting impatient. You want this to move forward. You've put your life on hold almost, and I never recommend doing that. But this person doesn't want to reconcile until they're going to be fully in your connection and 100. This could be an Aquarius or a fixed sign. What does this person plan on doing, please?
I'm not sure I understand.
Every so often, my watch goes off. Every so often, I'm not sure I understand is what it said. Some of you here, this person is not sure, or you're going to be not sure or not understand what they're going to tell you, or why they've held off for so long, or why they canceled plans with you and just fell off the face of the earth. This person likes to be seen. They like to, they like attention. They feel like you shine brighter than them. That bothers them. They want to come in, though. They have a lot of desire and sexual energy for you. You all could be in litigation. They've been avoiding conflict. They want to respect your differences. This person wants to have peace. They want to agree to disagree. You don't understand their love language all the time, and they don't understand yours. But this person wants to try to find a happy medium here, middle ground. Tell me about them and how they're feeling about the collective, please. They want to find middle ground here. They're very cautious. Again, you could be in the middle of a court hearing for child support or custody or alimony or splitting up your assets, or some of you work like as a police officer, a probation officer. Both of you may. You may work for children and youth. You may, like something like this. There's some contract that this person could have with somebody else too that's slowing them down. Why let down? Why are they so disappointed? They seem to be super disappointed with the way they've behaved because they made you wait for so long. They've took so long. They've took so long to reconsider. This person's been pessimistic. They were repeating patterns. You both were. You could have been on and off 3-4 times. Some of you, This has been going on for 15 years, this on and off. This person is trying to escape a crazy person. They could have gotten wrapped up with a karmic that's crazy. They have a sincere offer for you. Now, this may be somebody who in the past has let you down time and time again. Every time you get back together, they're really good for the first couple months, and then suddenly they go back to bad patterns of behavior. That's why they haven't came back in this time. They don't want to do that again. There may have been karma or lessons that they had to finish paying with a karmic that's wrapping up. Remember, we all have our own divine path. We all have our own lessons we're meant to learn. And a lot of the times we have to learn them apart. That's why the separation period is just as important as your union. What is this? Please, what is this? I want to know, is this person, what is this escaping crazy people here, please? They've been living beyond their means. There's been deception, lack of faith. This person may have children to somebody who has conned them. They may have gotten pregnant on purpose or vice versa. This person's been fearing change. They've been fearing the unknown. They're in a situation with a crazy person. They could have an obsession with work and money. Their personal goals and their values have been fucked. There's a lot of self-doubt. They've been out of alignment. They're involved with somebody who is crazy. They're trying to escape this person. They're trying to escape them. They could be even trying to protect you from this. Some of you, this person's trying to protect you. They're trying to protect you from this crazy karmic and their crazy family. Some of you, this person's involved with a third party who their whole family is nuts. They're like known in your area for not being law-abiding citizens. They could be involved with a whole family that's like dangerous at times. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Over the next 5 weeks, there's some things that could be happening between them and this third party. They're trying to escape this bad situation. It's took them a very long time, but they want to have a conversation. They've been holding back. There's been a lot of frustration. They keep getting caught up in stuff, and there's something they're coming in to say. Now, they may not be ready for reconciliation quite yet because they have to be strategic here. But this is a new romantic chapter you're getting ready to enter into. So, let's start with water. Tell me, if the collective is involved with a water sign, and what are they about to do? Okay, there could be age difference between the two of you. This may be an Aquarius. They feel like this was an instant cosmic connection. This person may have a lot of Aquarius in their chart, but be like a Cancer or a Scorpio. They're a little unpredictable and impulsive at times. This person, there's other people's opinion. If you are involved with a water sign, there are other people's opinion that they're getting wrapped up in. A third party's telling them that your connection isn't real, that this deep, profound bond they feel with you is not real. This third party is really jealous. There's been denial. They feel like things went really fast if you're involved with a water sign. This person they could have gotten involved with a third party and it moved too fast. They're afraid of hurting you. They're afraid of you getting hurt. There's other people's opinions that are unpleasant, though, that's creating doubt and denial in their minds. Tell me, if they're involved with a water sign, what are they about to do, please? What are they about to do? Oh boy, they are a wounded warrior here. This person they have got to reject a third party to come in. So they've just been hanging here. 8:18 on the clock, guys. Angel number 818. If you're involved with a water sign, please be on the lookout for it. There's a lot of messages in this frequency. I would do some research on that angel number. You may be involved with a Pisces. It seems to me like they're at a crossroads in the next 2 weeks to 2 months. This person's making a decision. They're making a choice. They're finally about to decide one way or another. And here's the thing, no matter what they decide, at least you will know. So even if it's goodbye forever, you can heal and move on. You could be 22. They could be Libra energy may be important. This person's at an empath. They're trying to evaluate what they want to do next. If you are involved with an air sign, please tell me if the collective is involved with an air sign. What are they about to do, please? You could be 34. This person's becoming more spiritual. They're meditating. They're trying to release self-limiting beliefs. So good. See what I'm saying? They're going through a dark night of the soul. If you're involved with a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, this person is working on their self. There's personal development and self-love. It's about divine timing. They got caught up with a false flame. If you're involved with an air sign, they are definitely with a karmic. They got wrapped up. This third party made them believe they were soulmates, you know, fed them a bunch of shit like this is special kind of stuff, and they got wrapped up in it. You could have been with this air sign for 15 years. What are they going to do next towards the collective, please? Oh boy, they're carrying around a lot of pain, like I said. Could be arguments to come. If you're involved with an air sign, they are walking away from this false flame, but it's going to be a painful transition. They're going to need some time to heal. They're about to have the fight of their life. They may have children. They may have married this third party. There's a lot that is about to happen if you're involved with an air sign. They are going through big endings karmically. There is some kind of passion or new beginning coming in, but this person, I just heard the fight of their life. So it seems to me like they are about to stand up for themselves finally, once and for all. What are they going to do? Those that are involved with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please. Shadow self behavior, lust, excess. In the next 6 weeks to 6 months, if you are involved with an air sign, you could be 42, 24. They may have some codependencies, guys. They may be dealing with addiction. They're finally ready to accept. They're finally ready to change. They've been in this space of dealing with codependency on a karmic or addictions to drugs and alcohol, money. If you are involved with an air sign, over the next few weeks, there may be a night of passion, but please be mindful if they're coming back in this devil energy. You can't build and grow with the devil. This person's got to change for you all to have a happy, healthy connection. Tell me those involved with a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, please. Those involved with a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, what do we have for them today? Forgiveness. I'm seeking forgiveness. Naughty thoughts. They're fantasizing about you. They want to get in a divine masculine energy. Those dating men, this is really good. You want them to be in this this space of clarity, of action, of instinct. They have this unbelievable desire for you. They fantasize about you sexually. They may be pulling on your sexual energy. If you're involved with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, guys, you may feel turned on out of the blue. It could be 40. What are they going to do next? Those involved with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Super burdened, this person. Beautiful. Ten of Pentacles energy. They want to come in and offer you a real relationship. They're trying to manifest you back. But be careful, because 9 of Pentacles in reverse, this person most likely has to leave a third party they're living with or married to first. They may come back in a little too soon before they've 100% pulled the plug, because they're sexually craving you so much. This could be a Virgo. This person seems to think of you all the time, but the problem is their obligations and responsibilities are keeping them from coming in and offering you a real relationship. The more they get in a divine masculine energy, the better right now. Yeah, there's improvements in the next 17 days. Those involved with a earth sign here, there could be a birth, there could be a pregnancy that comes from this reconciliation. There's a lot of improvements. There's a big transition that they are going through. They're getting in their masculine energy, and male or female, that's exactly where they should be for them to pursue this connection. Remember, when we're pursuing, we're in a masculine energy, even if you were a woman. So last but not least, fire signs. If you are involved with the Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, what do we have for them today, Spirit? Those involved with a fire sign, what do we have for them? Past life connection here. Soulmate. Wow, guys. If you're involved with a fire sign, very deep connection here. Intuitive, telepathic communications happening. You're very familiar with one another. There's been challenges, though. You both are deeply connected, you know. Time, true love knows no time. It knows no space either. You can feel their energy even if they're across the world. You're connected, but there are some codependency issues here. Spirit's asking you to get a handle on. If you're involved with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is a very deep connection, but be careful of illusions. This person seems to run away after the honeymoon period. They come back in. They, you know, tell you a bunch of things. Then they start acting, and their actions are not aligning with their words. This person knows that you have extreme emotions for them. They know that. If you're involved with a fire sign, they're constantly running. They cause rifts in your relationship. So over the next few weeks, guys, be careful. This person could come in. It could be very deep, very profound, and then suddenly start pulling away again. Thank you, Spirit. Because they're either A, dealing with materialism or addiction, or cheating. That may be what they start doing. This has nothing to do with you. You cannot change the outcome with this person. They must change. They have insecurity and attachment issues, and they start just acting out. Tell me if they're involved with a fire sign. What are they planning on doing? They're doing a lot of soul searching, present moment. They're coming in here very direct. They could unblock you. They may owe you something. They've been holding on to you deeply. They could owe you a few $1,000s. This person may have something for you. They could want to take you out. They may just unblock you and try to get you to reach out to them. Tell me time frame here if they're involved with a fire sign. Yeah, communication coming in, Sagittarius energy. You could be 21, verbal communication about to happen, a discussion in the next 12 days to 12 weeks, just depending on where you are on the timeline. Some kind of negotiation. There could be some gossip that you hear. They're really restless right now. I hope everybody has the most beautiful and blessed day ever. Love and light.